Hello friends, Happy New Year. It's 2026. I can't believe how fast 2025 went. It's been a whirlwind year full of ups and downs, family health issues, changing jobs, that sort of thing. But there's been lots of positives to it too, with lots of wonderful projects that I've worked on, some finishes and some great books I've read. So let's get started into the new year 2026. And it's a big year for me because it'll be my 50th later in the year. So I'm hoping to have a trip down to Victoria to the Bendigo Sheep and Wool Show. So just waiting to see what happens. I'm waiting to hear back in hopefully next week on a job. It's sort of taken a long time because it's got to go sit on someone's desk for approval. So hopefully that means I'm going to get an offer soon. I'm coming to you from Brisbane. It's an overcast day. Actually, I was going to say it's sunny Brisbane, but it's not really. It's overcast today, and it is, what is it, Friday the 2nd of January 2026. And yeah, so I've got to go out later to catch up with Wayne. He's gone on a train ride today up to North Gympie, and I'll pick him up at Caboolture, and then we might pop to Bribie Island for a walk with the dogs before heading home. So you might hear the dogs wandering around here. I just noticed there's a mud wasp hanging around. Hopefully it doesn't bother me. I don't want to get stung. They like building their nests all over. So anyway, I hope you had a lovely festive season. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And I hope you've got to spend it with your favourite people, doing your favourite things. And let me know in the comments down below what you got up to over Christmas, New Year. I'd love to hear what books you're reading, what projects you're working on, any finishes or new starts. That would be great. So I haven't got a lot to share today. Because it's the start of the new year, and I did focus on one project over Christmas. So I started it a few days before Christmas. I think it might have been the Saturday the 21st of December was what I'm wearing now, which is not mine. I'm going to be gifting this to my nephew Sasha. It's more his colours, but this is a Sophie scarf by Petite Knit. It's the large size, and I just used stash yarn. So I had some black Cumulus alpaca by Fiberspates left over from a previous project, and then I had a skein, partially used skein but not much, of hand-dyed sock yarn in like jewel tone, like magenta pink, like a lime yellowy green, and a grey, silvery grey, with a flecks of red in there. And it was quite bright and not really my colours, but I decided to pair it with the black, and it's just turned out beautiful, I think. This is a really fun project to knit, and I think I might like to make one for myself for winter. It is a good one if you just want something lightweight to carry around, and you can tie it onto your bag, and it easily, just fits to keep your neck warm with a jacket or a cardigan. So I'll take this off and show you. So this is the right side. It's got a lovely I-cord edge. You've probably seen lots of these on social media. They're pretty popular. So these are the colours. And so I had knit all this right up until New Year's Eve. I got up to here, and then I had to go to bed. I don't stay up for New Year's, so it was about 9:30, and I just went, nah, that's it for today. I'm not going to get that done. And then I spent New Year's Day working on this, and I finished it last night. It doesn't seem like it would take that long, but it did. I don't know. I didn't knit on it all day long, but on and off all throughout the day. So yes, I finished that last night. So that's where I got up to. But yeah, so it just has like a flat edge, and then you do increases every so many rows till you get to I think it was 27 rows. And then what I did was I wanted to make it a bit longer, so I added 55 plain knitting rows with no increases, and then I started the decreases till I got to the very end. So it's a very simple project, fairly quick knit, and a great gift as well. So I haven't blocked this yet. It doesn't really need blocking, I would say. It's not like got a pattern or anything, so I think I can get away without blocking it. But yeah, it's just one that you can, you can wrap it around twice, or you could, tie it like that. You could add a little brooch or something, or just leave it tied like that, or do it twice around your neck. So I think next time if I made it for myself, I like a little bit of, I don't really like things right up against my neck. So if I was making it for myself, I think I would add maybe, instead of 55, maybe 65 to 70 rows in the middle, just to make it extra long. So then it's not, right up against my neck. So that's what I've made. And you can see the project details on my Ravelry project page, which is Lisa Loves Yarn 76. Head over there and follow me, that would be great. And then today I decided to work on, seeing as I started this for my 50th, is Elizabeth. So we're going straight now into cross stitch, and then I'll go back to talking about a book, and then back to some knitting content. So this is Elizabeth Duff Curtin 1873 sampler. It's a Scottish sampler worked in Aberdeen Female Orphan Asylum, and it's by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. So this is what I'm working on, and I've just come across here. So I'm just working that top row now, and then I can start the next row. So I think what I'm going to try and do, depending on how my eyes play, if they play nice, I'm going to try and do one row per month. So I've already done basically this row. So do one per month, and then by the end of the year, I'll hopefully have a finished sampler, or be very close to finishing, for my 50th birthday year. So I'll just show you where I'm at. Oh, I left it. Wait on, I'll go and get it. I'm back. By the way, I've been storing it in this bag I got from the Nicola Parkman's Needlework Academy retreat in Hobart last year. So this is all using a Vera Soie 103 threads, silk threads, and I'll put that behind. So that's where I've got to so far. So I've been all the way to the end, and now I've just got to come across here with this green all the way along, and that's that top row finished, and then I can start the alphabet below. So this is on 46 count linen. I think it's the called for linen, because I got it as all together. Oh yeah, it's Tabby Cat linen, 46 count Muddy Duck, and it was designed, this is what was used for this project, for the Hands Across the Sea samplers. So I'm really enjoying that. So let's see how I go, if my eyes decide to play nice, but you never know. But I'm going to try. I think it's doable to try and do a row a month. That's 15 minutes or 20 minutes stitching every day. That should be more than enough. And if I get ahead, some weeks it might be that I get ahead, I get more in than I expected. So hopefully that'll even out, and I'll have it done by the end of the year. Famous last words. So I thought I would share with you what I've been reading. So just prior, like the week before Christmas, I finished, I think it was Christmas Eve or something, I finished the first book in this series, which is by Briar Berlin. and it was on Wings of Blood. Let me just double check. I'm sure. Yeah, On Wings of Blood by Briar Berlin. And if you like Zodiac Academy, it's based in mainly a vampire academy with a few Blightborns, which are like humans. And it's a cutthroat academy, and then this Fae girl ends up in their land, I guess. She's come from another like she was sort of has died in another realm or portal, parallel universe, and she's ended up landing in this place and has been picked up by the son or the nephew of effectively the guy that wants to be in charge. He's technically not, but he's trying to take over. And anyway, he's a bit evil. And anyway, it's all about her. They see her as someone who, you know, they used to have dragons, they don't have them anymore, but she's got red hair, and it's sort of got like Welsh vibes. So yeah, so this is the second book in the series. So she's now a dragon's appeared and now she's entering her second year at the vampire academy called Bloodwing, which she has survived miraculously the first year, and now she's going into this one, and she's got a dragon that she's met, but he's not really interested in being held down, tied down by some girl. And yeah, so it's a really good book series. Nothing like, oh my god, like Iron Flame or anything like that, but it's still an enjoyable read, and a good series to get into if you like that sort of thing. And definitely if you've read Zodiac Academy, you'll know this book's very similar in a lot of ways. So yeah, so definitely worth a read. This is The Bond That Burns, and then I see in the back there must be another one coming out in 2026, The Wings That Bind. So that will be interesting to see what happens there. So I'm reading that at the moment. I'm only up to, I started that on Christmas Day? No, Boxing Day. I started this on Boxing Day, and I'm up to page 107 of 428. So yeah, so Wayne got me this for Christmas, so yeah, looking forward to getting more into this one, and we'll see how we get on. So other books I got for Christmas off my mum was Diebound by Sable Sorensen. I got, let me go and get them. I've gone and got the books. So disorganized. I hope this is not going to be a trend in 2026. So Diebound by Sable Sorensen. A lot of people have been reading this and loving it. It's a Wolves of Ruin novel, and it is a whopping 596 pages. So I'm looking forward to getting into this one. Basically the tagline is, only the worthy survive the bonding trials. She'll risk her life and her heart to be one of them. So the bonded apparently are elite warriors who form mental links with the massive vicious direwolves they ride. So that sounds interesting. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Then Mum got me this one, which wasn't on my list, but it sounds really interesting, is The Bookshop of Secrets by Kerry Barrett. And this one is in a bookshop nestled in the sprawling streets of Lisbon, a shopkeeper leads a double life. Looking for a new start after her father's death, Lara Hope arrives in Lisbon in search of a family she's never met. As a war storms across Europe, Lara finds solace and belonging in her landlady's tranquil bookshop in one of the most beautiful corners of the city. But when she witnesses a customer secretly swapping a book, she realizes the bookshop is not at all it seems. Lara is plunged into a labyrinth world of mystery, facades, encountering new friends and unexpected romance and even royalty. Is she prepared to risk it all for this new life? So it's sort of set, I think, around the 1930s, like World War II maybe, because it says a delicious Art Deco novel with a delightfully acerbic heroine, original and immersive. So I'd say it's around beginnings of World War II and set in Lisbon. So that's something different from, you know, usually it's in Germany or France or whatever for the World War II stuff. And who doesn't love a good mystery library bookshop story? So I'm looking forward to reading that. And then on my list was this one, which is another whopper. What's this one? 660 pages, and it's Brimstone by Callie Hart. So the first book in the series is Quicksilver, and I've read that one and enjoyed it. So now I'm looking forward to getting into Brimstone. So Cerys Fane is like reluctant to have power and stuff. She's come from the slums of another realm where it's all desert and there's no water, and now she's in this other sort of fairy realm, and she's ended up in a position of power. The very last thing she needs is to have her name whispered on an entire court's lips, but now that she's been crowned Queen of the Blood Court, she's discovering that a queen's life is not her own. A heavy weight rests upon her shoulders. Her ward and her brother need her back in her homeland, but the changes that have strengthened Cerys have also made her weak. Born under blazing suns, Cerys will surely die if she makes her way home through Quicksilver, which means that once again she must send someone in her stead. Kingfisher of the Aegean Gate has defeated armies and survived all manner of horrors, but travelling back to Silvarin with Carrion Swift might just be the death of him. The male just will not shut up. Hidden dangers await them down the narrow alleyways of the Silver City. Unfolding secrets pose impossible threats. Fisher must wrangle the smuggler and accomplish his goals quickly if he wants to see his mate again. So if you like Fourth Wing with the banter between like Garrick and Riddick and Liam and that, you're going to like, well, you're definitely going to like this one. Yeah, really enjoyable read the first book, so looking forward to getting into the second one. So that should keep me busy the first half of the year. And then Mum also sent me this one. She got a second hand. I don't have the jars or anything, but I would like to get them. But Good Housekeeping, Jams and Preserves. And I love it. Someone's put their recipe in for marmalade in the front. And this is the Good Housekeeping Family Library. Yep, they've glued more stuff out of magazines in the front. And this is from 1973. So, yeah, looks like a really good book. Candied Fruits and Other Sweets. Bottling. Making potpourri, cakes, ice cream cake, 7-inch sponge cake, blackcurrant or cherry jam, a block of ice cream, and a quarter of a pint of cream whipped. Sounds interesting. Apricot pancakes. They did love the apricot in the 70s and the 80s, didn't they? I still have emotional damage from brownies and going camping, and the thing that they used to get us to make every time we went on a brownies camp was apricot chicken. Yuck. Yuck, sorry if you like apricots, but I don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. So anyway, so I got that one off Mum, so that's good. I'll have a good read of that. Oh. So yeah, so what have I got planned? I bought this pattern, but I was going to start it today actually, see if I had something in stash, but it's 52 pages long because there's so many different variations, but it looks really good, but it's just beyond me today to work out what I need, and I probably need to print that one so I can just take out the bits that I need and not leave the other bits out of it, because that'll be confusing going back and forth. But the pattern that I purchased, and sorry, my iPad is terrible. It's all the screen smashed. It was dropped. Purchases is Variations on Triangle Scarf by Midori Hirose. It's this one. And I really like these scarves. I love the stripes. And apparently these sort of triangular scarves are going to be on point or on trend this year. So definitely would like to do that one. I think it's a good stash busting one. I don't want to do the full triangle, but I think something like this one in fun colors would be good. Sort of similar to the Sophie scarf, but I like that it's got the different colors on the I-cord edge. And then there's another one, there's another one in the pattern that I like. And it's this one where it's got like a buttonhole for the other tail to go through so that it secures it around your neck. I really like that too. So yeah, so that's one of the things that was on the what's popular page the other day when I was looking, and I thought, I definitely think I want to stitch that. So that's on my wish list. And yeah, we'll see what else I get up to. I would like to it's been not too bad. Like, it's been 32 degrees the other day, 33, but then it's dropped down today. I think it's 27, and it's rainy. So I think I want to try on the cooler days to brave. I can hear Barry honking. The dogs must be annoying him. If you can hear it's Barry the brush turkey, and the dogs are disturbing him while they're not. Barry gives them a run for their money. They're not hurting him. He's determined to have his mound there, so what can you do? And he's walked off now, so she's not bothered. Barry actually rules the roost, let's be honest. So yeah, what was I saying before I got onto brush turkeys? Yeah, I want to pick up my cardigan, champagne cardigan that I put on hold while it was hot weather after I finished the main body, and do the sleeves. And I'm not sure, I'm feeling a bit intimidated by the button band that's like double knitting. So I'm going to relook at it and reread it, and if I find I think I can do it, I will. But if not, I think I'm just going to do a where's that wasp? I'm just going to do a normal button band, life's too short to traumatize yourself, and I want to be able to wear it if I go to Bendigo's. So they're the two things I would like or hope to work on soon. And I'll go back to, once I've done the cardigan, I can go more back to my other sweater projects, like my cloud blouse and I do have a vest that I started by Petite Knit, the slip over. I started that and it got to a point where I didn't understand the pattern. So I'm hoping when I look back at it again, I'll understand it more and can get past that point and get it finished, because I really would like it for winter to go over my dresses. I'm just going to make like a crop version to wear it because I mostly wear dresses. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes, and I will go and get the dogs in before they annoy Barry too much, and then we'll get ready to head out and pick Wayne up to go to Bribie. All right, thank you, and I'll see you in a fortnight. And until then, happy stitching and crafting and making and reading and all the things. And I hope you've got a few extra days off before you have to go back to work. Okay, bye.